let me see if I can remember everybody's name. Jasmine? Okay, I already failed. Brianna and Reynaldo, right? No. What is it?
Ronaldo.
Ronaldo. I was close enough. Okay.
Ronaldo.
Oh. Yeah, you're right. Tell me again.
Ronaldo.
Spell it.
Ronaldo.
So it's Ronaldo.
Are we playing 2 in 1 questions or more?
Maybe.
Shut up, you idiot.
Okay.
Okay. So the reason that you guys are here is because you want to be back in National Honor Society. So you got kicked out.
When's the last time I heard about that?
To be honest.
Okay. So you were drinking on the bus.
Okay, I don't recall.
You were not drinking on the bus?
Nope.
Shut up, yes you weren't. She passed it to you.
Why you gonna write me out like
I
that?
don't know.
Okay. Okay. Let's start over, okay? Let's we can play a little bit, but
Okay.
let's be serious.
Okay.
Okay, first let me start by telling you this, okay? I know that you've already paid the penalty, you've already got in trouble, you've already been, you've already talked to school officials, your parents have all gotten tickets for underage drinking. I have consent from your parents to have a few sessions with you guys so that we can try to get you back on track and back in school. I'm bound by law. You know what a confidentiality law is?
No.
Okay, so what that means is that anything that you say in here has to stay in here. I can't report it to your principal, I can't report it to your mom and dad, I can't go back and tell your school counselor what you told me, or even the police. The only reason that I would break confidentiality is if any of you talked about hurting yourself or hurting someone else, then by law I would have to report that, but you can understand that, right? Okay, so by law, you're protected and you can say whatever you're comfortable saying because I can't go and tell, okay? So you're here so that we can try to straighten out some stuff that happened. Regardless of whether you were actively drinking on the bus or not, you still receive the same penalty. And so, I don't think any of you, how old are you?
I'm 16.
Okay, Brianna
15.
and Ronaldo?
17.
Okay, so, and you guys are all in the same grade?
No.
No.
Okay, so you're in different grades.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but I can't imagine, none of you are ready to drop out of school, right? You're ready to drop out of school?
Yeah.
Do you have a plan after you drop out of school?
Yeah.
What's your plan?
It's either working or, just working.
Do you have a job now?
No.
Okay, have you ever had a job?
Yeah.
What did you used to do?
Food runner.
Okay, and what was your, was that like an hourly wage job?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, do you remember how much you used to make?
$8.
Okay, and did you work full-time or part-time?
Part-time.
Okay, so, I know that, life is a little bit expensive, right? So, let's say that if you had a high school graduation, or a high school certificate, if you graduated from high school, you probably are gonna have more of a potential of having a good job than if you don't have one. And you're so close to having one that unless there's something that, that's just really preventing you from having one, but I've talked to your parents, so I know that you've got a pretty good home life. Let's just talk about resolving what's going on here, and then maybe later we can get together and talk about, the pros and cons of staying in school.
Okay.
Okay. So, tell me a little bit about yourself before we go into all this drinking on the bus.
Can you answer the question?
Just talk. You know what I mean?
You guys are gonna get your turn. Okay, Jasmine, just tell me a little bit. Tell me some of the things that you like to do when you're not at school.
Sleep.
Okay.
Sleep.
Do you, are you involved in any sports?
I was
What do you play?
softball.
Nice. What position?
Left field.
You know, you look kind of like a softball player. And you don't play, did you play for the school?
Mhm.
You don't play anymore? How long has it been since you played?
I don't remember.
Did you know?
I did start it this year, but my grades weren't good, so I wasn't able to play.
But it's something you enjoy?
Mhm.
Have you ever thought about playing in a city league? Because you know the church has an all-girls team, and I think they're looking for some players.
I didn't know that.
What else do you like?
I like go-karting.
Nice.
I like doing, I guess you could say, fun things like paintballing, going to arcades, stuff.
Okay, what about you, Brianna? Tell me a little bit about yourself.
I don't know.
How don't you know?
I don't know, like, I done cheer.
You did you used to, or do you still cheer?
No, I used to
How long ago?
last year.
Nice. Okay. And is this situation something that's preventing you from being on the cheer squad now?
No, I just wanted a break since I've been doing it since elementary.
Okay. Is it
Wanted
some,
time.
it's something that you wanna go back to though?
Yes.
So you can see the importance of us clearing this up and doing what we've been asked to do
Yeah.
in order to wipe this off of our record so that you could have that option if you wanted to go back on the cheer squad, right?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. What about you, young man? What do you like to do when you're not at work?
Well, I like to play soccer with my friend.
What position do you play?
Well, I play with mid, defense, sometimes forward.
Really? And have you been playing all your life?
Pretty much.
Since
Mhm.
when I leave the office to go home, there's a small park, and there's always soccer players, but they're little bitty kids, and they're so cute, I can't help but look over at them, but they're little bitty tiny, and they're just giving it all. Okay, so you guys got caught drinking on the bus. You
Wanna
know,
what we're drinking?
what's that?
Wanna know what we're drinking?
Sure, yeah.
I was sipping in.
I don't know what that is.
You gotta go in the hood then.
Oh, okay, all right. Is it, flavorful?
I don't know, it just gets messed up.
Really? Okay, so is it alcohol?
Somewhat.
Is it more of like, is it more like syrup, like a drug?
Yeah.
Okay, but they ticketed you for drinking alcohol, so let's start there, okay? Let's start with the difference between drinking and drug use. I mean, that's a big difference, and you girls were doing the same thing?
No, she was on Corona, rookie,
And what about you, Brandon, what were you doing?
Smirnoff.
Okay. Okay, so you've received a ticket for it, you've got in trouble at school, you've basically gotten kicked out, and you have to complete, some counseling and some alcohol awareness classes and some community service in order to receive credit for the year at school, right? Okay, so what I wanna do is I wanna talk to you about, I don't think I need to talk to you about the importance of fulfilling all of the requirements. I know that you guys care, because you're here. You don't have to be here. I mean, you're mandated to be here, but you don't have to be here. No one forced you to be here today, so I know that you care about it. So I'm gonna try to make it, as easy as possible, but I do want you guys to get as much out of it as you can. You know, the alcohol awareness, it's an important thing. I mean, you know, I tell my teenagers all the time at home, you're doing your job, and now I'm doing my job. And that they don't like me any better when I tell them that, but that's the thing is, I mean, okay, you guys have made a mistake, so now you need to learn why that was a mistake. You know, instead of thinking that, you know, the grown-ups are just kind of out to get you, why it's dangerous, you know, to drink. Did you know that alcohol affects you differently depending on your body weight? Did you know that?
Not his body.
Well, you're not that big, but, so, you know, what what you can tolerate, what you can tolerate, and you can tolerate are different things, and there's, you know, all kinds of things about drinking alcohol. I think, you know, did you know that there's a higher potential that you might, you know, go on to use some other drugs if you're intoxicated? Whereas you might make different choices if you're not intoxicated. So they have a alcohol awareness class on, I wanna say it's on Tuesday, Thursdays. It's for an hour and a half or 2 hours each time. I don't know that you guys should enroll in the same class. So I think cause I've heard that you guys are a little bit of a crew, you guys hang out together for the most part? Okay,
Yeah.
so what do you guys think about if we sign up for the alcohol awareness class, but each of you sign up for a different class? And the reason I say that is because sometimes, and this is for, you know, for us old people, it's not just for you guys. Sometimes when we're used to being with certain people, when we're used to being with our friends or our family, we tend to act differently and sometimes even think differently when we're in a group than we do when we're by ourselves. So I think that you might take away with more if you go by yourselves. One of the things that your parents were concerned about was that you would not agree to go to different classes. I have found 3 different classes that you guys can go to that also went on Tuesday and Thursday, but they're within 3 miles of each other, so your parents really wouldn't be, because I know they use each other for carpooling a lot, so they could still kind of, you know, cooperate with each other to get you to the classes and picked up, because they're all relatively close to each other. So I would love to be able to tell your parents that you're in agreement with going to separate classes. And you know, unless you went to a couple of classes and just absolutely felt like you didn't want to go to class by yourself anymore, but I think at least try it, and then we can talk about it in the next few sessions, because I think we're gonna see each other 5 times. So we can talk about it, that's a lot. We can ask for more if you want that. No? Are you sure? So, we can talk about it, you know, maybe not the next time, but the 3rd time we can talk about how class is going and if you feel like you're taking, you know, anything out of it.
What if you don't like that class?
Well, we can talk about it.
Yeah.
We can talk about it. There's, luckily, there's a lot of different types of alcohol awareness classes and courses that you can take, and not everything's gonna fit. And what we want, Ronaldo, we want you in a class that's actually gonna benefit you. We don't want you just to say, oh, they're making me take this class and I'm gonna take it, I'm just gonna check it off my list. I want you to really have some different thought process about drinking, and about underage drinking, and about what I call rites of passage. You know, my dad used to always say, everything in its due time. So it's not necessarily that socializing or drinking in a social aspect is wrong, it's just not your due time yet because you're not old enough to do it. And so, I want you in a class where you feel good about what you're learning. And then maybe you can even take that knowledge and pass it on to your family, you know, to your brothers and sisters, or to your friends when they're experiencing that stage where they start experimenting with alcohol and drugs. Okay?
Okay.
So we can talk and we can make sure that that's a class that's a good fit for you. Okay?
Okay.
And you have my card. Okay, before you leave today, I'm gonna give you a card, and it's gonna have my phone number on it. Okay? So if you need to talk to me outside of sessions, you're welcome to call that number. Okay? And I'll be glad to talk to you. Okay, so that's prerequisite number 1, and that was pretty easy because your parents really thought that was gonna be really difficult to get you guys separate. The second thing that they want you to do is they want you to do community service. Okay, I know.
Been there already.
You've already done community service. Okay, what kind of community service did you do?
So I'm talking about it.
Okay, you don't know. So there's, again, oh my gosh, community service, there's so many things that you can do. And again, you're lucky because they didn't say they have to do this, they have to work at the Humane Society and wash the dogs every Saturday. They're gonna let us pick. So they're trusting me that I'll make some, good decisions and help you guys. So I'm gonna give you a list, okay? And if you look over that list, look stuff up on your phones, Google it, whatever it is you kids do, and do a little research. And find, of this list, find 3 things, number 1, 2, 3, and then next week when you come, we'll pick one for each. But put some thought into it. Do something that might interest you. Do something that maybe someday you will want to do as a job. I went somewhere, I went to a rally last week, and someone was talking about teen court, where you can volunteer to be like an attorney in teen court. And I thought that was really cool, and that's on our list. So do a little research. That's your homework for this week. Just to do a little research and then, pick your first choice, second choice, and third choice. And then we'll, we can call and see if they have some availabilities. And I think you only have to do like 25 hours each. 25 hours goes pretty fast, especially if you're, if you're clocking in 8 every Saturday, then you're not talking about very much community service. Okay, so, what else?
What if we choose not to do community service?
Then you get expelled from school and you have to go to alternative school or give up the opportunity to be a high school graduate.
I'm not gonna do it.
And anybody, and I think that wait till I give you the list and you do a little research before you have an idea about it. Because I think that community service can be different than, I think when people think community service, you think about, like people wearing orange suits and picking up trash on the side of the road, which is community service, but there's a lot of other things that really can be pretty fun. You have any questions?
So funny.
Did you lose your shoe?
Yes.
You can dig into there and get it. Are those sandals?
Yes.
Yeah, those are pretty cool, huh? They last forever, I know that. I wish they would've had those when my kids were teenagers. My kids like those.
She can't hear you.
You know what shoes my kids like?
Can I hear her?
No, you can't. How long have you guys been friends?
For a while.
How long have you been hanging out together? For a while.
I was a good kid till I met her.
Boy.
You're still a good kid.
That's what that means.
You're still a good kid. There's a lot of things that you could be doing right now that aren't so good. So you're a good kid. You're experimenting and and you made a mistake. But I think that I've talked to some of your teachers and they have some pretty positive things to say about you. Okay, let's keep our hands to ourselves,
Yeah.
ladies.
She calling me names. Not didn't.
You hang around with her. Okay, you guys have any other questions?
No, I don't.
Okay, and so while you're expelled from school, you have like a homeschool type of curriculum? You have work that you're supposed to be doing? Are you caught up on your assignments?
I don't know.
That's a no?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so let's talk about that. The dreaded homeschooling assignments. How, you guys have like what? You've got 4 different classes. Looks like you might have 4 assignments. Looks like you have 6 assignments due every week.
I think so.
Okay,
I don't pay attention to that.
and you're pretty much on house arrest, so you're not going anywhere? So,
They didn't tell me that part.
well, have you been able to go out? No. Okay, well, I should have told you that part. Okay, 6 assignments, that means 1 assignment a day, right? Okay, so if you complete 1 assignment a day, get it submitted online, then I will advocate for you to be able to have a free day and actually leave the house on Sundays.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Well, if you have 6 assignments, then you would have to be
What if we
Monday,
do
Saturday.
Monday?
Yeah, what if we do 2 on Monday?
Okay, so if you have 6 assignments done, if you have 6 assignments finished and submitted
Before the weekend?
by Friday at midnight,
Weekend?
I'll advocate for you to have Saturday.
Well, Saturday and Sunday.
What if we get it done super early?
Are you gonna do a quality job though? So how about Saturday? I'll advocate for Saturday, and I don't even know if they're gonna give me that, but I'll advocate for it.
Okay.
Okay, so then this week, we're gonna start doing our assignments, and by Friday, they're gonna be submitted. Are you behind on any assignments? Sounds to me like you haven't even started.
Yep, I think I'm failing like every class.
Okay, so then,
What is class?
this week, we have to have the majority of our assignments completed. I've looked at the stuff, and it's really, pretty, basic. I don't even think it's up to your grade level, so you should not have any problems finishing it. I mean, one of them has something like, real vocabulary words and the definitions and write a sentence. This is like 2nd grade stuff. This is not anything that you can't finish, okay? Okay, so I'm not gonna do my part unless you guys do your part,
I'll
Right.
try.
okay?
To
You
do
try, and I'll try to get you the day off on Saturday.
Okay.
Okay, so, what else? Anything else? How's it going at home since you got in trouble?
I'm gonna beat my head.
Don't tell me that. You got, but how's it going since you got in trouble? I mean, is there tension or,
Well, my brothers don't really talk to me that much no more.
okay, and they're younger,
Older,
they're older, so they're kinda giving you the cold shoulder because you got in trouble?
pretty much.
Okay, what about you?
They just gave me like a talk and my mom hit me and stuff.
Okay,
Gave me that look, boy. I'll get yelled at every day.
well, is that prior to you getting in trouble, or that happened before you got in trouble? It's just the
Yeah.
way it is.
She needs to ask with them. She needs
And you don't?
So what are you doing with the rest of your day? How long do you think it'll take you to do one assignment a day?
10 minutes.
Like
Okay.
an hour?
Okay, say it takes you an hour.
Okay.
So what are we gonna, okay, it takes you an
I'm
hour,
that close.
what are we gonna do with the other 23 hours?
Lay down and chill.
Sleep.
It's a lot of sleep,
Tell my girlfriend to come over.
she can't come over.
What? Nah, that wasn't part of the list.
Has she been over?
So you can't
Yeah.
have visitors over?
No, I think you can, I didn't see anything that you couldn't have anybody over. I think it's just you're restricted from leaving. So what else are we gonna do with the 22.8 hours you have left in the day?
TV.
Man, you think I got me in trouble?
Okay,
I
so
would've been out.
do I have an email for each of you?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna,
You're right. I don't think you got my email right there.
okay, go ahead.
Rivas Ronaldo.
What is it?
Rivas Ronaldo.
At
Gmail.com.
Gmail. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. Okay, when you guys leave, check your email, because I'm gonna send you a link to some YouTube videos. Okay, there's some cool documentaries that I'm gonna send you so that you guys can fill up that 23 hours you got left.
Alright.
Okay? Okay, so if you don't have any questions, I'm gonna see you tomorrow, or not tomorrow, I'm gonna see you next week,
Next
Tuesday,
Yeah.
next Tuesday? Okay, you're gonna leave here with a list
Your
of
card.
community service. You're gonna leave here with my card. You're gonna leave here with, what else? You know what I think we should do? I think we should write a contract
No.
that says that you're gonna do your
Uh-uh.
homework.
I have to
Yeah.
have imagery. Check that first.
What?
Imagery's her lawyer.
Oh, okay, you have to have your lawyer check it. I think we should do a contract. I already have a verbal contract. No contract?
Hey.
What's your level of commitment if you're not willing to sign a contract that says you're gonna do?
Just trust. I didn't
Okay.
cause anything.
Okay, so we're gonna, okay, trust.
Yeah.
Alright, does that deserve a handshake or no handshake?
No handshake.
Oh my goodness, you guys are tough characters,
I
okay.
know what you walk away.
You know what, I've enjoyed you guys, I'm glad you're here. I think you're a set of really good kids, and I'm glad that you guys are friends, I like it. I'll see you guys next Tuesday. You guys work on your homework. Make sure that you've got your community, service picked out, which ones you want first, second, and third, do a little research, okay? And then, I'll tell you what we'll do, if you guys watch the videos and are prepared to come in, and we'll talk about it a little bit next week, we'll take the last 15 minutes of what's supposed to be session. I'll tell you what, we'll take the last 20 minutes, and, we'll play a game or go outside.
Okay.
Sounds good?
Mhm.
Okay, kiddos, I will see you guys next week.
Alright.
Alright.
Okay.